Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Rosa and these are the intermediate English language lessons combined with some Slovak and Dutch. So, since this is our first lesson, I would like to introduce you to our star characters, which are Anna, who comes from Slovakia, and Tom, who comes from the Netherlands. Tom and Anna both study medicine at Radboud University in Nijmegen, in the Netherlands. And well, they have always had this dream of traveling to lands far away, but their top choice has always been Peru. And that is why, when they were given the opportunity, the chance by their university to go do an internship abroad, they didn't hesitate for a second, and once they saw that Lima was one of the options, they packed their bags and there they went. Right now they are sitting on this plane on their way from Amsterdam to Lima. Anna looks excitedly out of the window while looking over the Andes, and she says, "Wow, I'm so excited to finally be going. I can't believe our dream is now true," mentioned, perhaps a bit too loudly, Tom. "Shh! Please, keep your voices down," the stewardess requested. "The other passengers are still trying to sleep." "Sorry," apologized Tom. "I'm just way too excited to finally be visiting the country of my dreams. I can't believe it has all come true. I've read everything about the beautiful landscapes, the delicious food, and the wonderful people. Now the plane is landing." "Wow, we are finally in Peru," said Anna. "Wow, it's definitely really humid. This is so good for my skin." They went to pick up their suitcases. "Okay, all of our suitcases have arrived," said Anna. "Oh, we should go get a taxi for sure. Oh, I'm extremely tired," Tom uttered. "Let's get the first one we can." Well, they saw some taxi driver waiting at the cab, and Tom ran to him and said, "Hey, we would like to get a taxi to Miraflores. Is that possible?" The taxi driver responded, "Yeah, for sure. Where exactly?" And that is when Tom realized he had forgotten the exact address. He stared at Anna, hoping that she would remember, but her face said it all. She didn't know the answer. Neither. Oops. And what now? So Tom said to the taxi driver, "I'm so sorry. We forgot the address. We need to figure out at some place from our email." "No," said the taxi driver. "No problem, guys. I have internet on my phone. I can share it and give you some mobile data so you can look up the address." Anna said, "Wow, would that be possible? That would be so great. Thank you very much. You're very kind." "Sure, I'm always glad to help. My daughter studies abroad and I know how it is to have your child so far away." So Anna and Tom looked up the address, they gave it to the taxi driver, and off they went. Well, if you have been to Peru, you might know that taxi drivers are extremely talkative. They are very cheerful and always glad to have a nice chat with the passengers. So he started asking, "Oh, where are you from? What is your native language?" So well, Anna said, "Yeah, I come from Slovakia. My native language is Slovak." And it turned out that this taxi driver was a linguist. He was very interested in learning foreign languages, and he asked Anna to teach him some phrases in her native language, which is Slovak, of course. So Anna said, "Yeah, I'm very glad to. Not many people actually learn Slovak." The taxi driver said, "You guys don't speak much Spanish, right?" And they, with a bit of shame, said, "No, we were very busy with our studies, so we didn't actually find the time to practice our Spanish. I'm really sorry." The taxi driver said, "No problem. The most important is that you're willing to learn. So, why don't you teach me the phrases in Slovak? Then I teach you the phrases in Spanish." "Great," said Anna and Tom at the same time. "So, let's start." And so Anna started teaching the taxi driver some phrases in Slovak. "Let's start with the greetings," she said. Well, the first most common greeting, the hi, so to say, is ahoy. Let's write it down. Ahoy. Carlos repeated, ahoy. Oh, you pronounce very well Slovak. How is it in Spanish? Hola. Great. And how would you say good morning? Well, that is Dobrý deň. Dobrý deň. Good morning. And how is that in Spanish then? Buenos días. Ahoj, dobrý deň. In Slovakia, we don't say like, have a good afternoon, buenas tardes, but we would rather say, have a good evening. So we say, Dobrý večer. Okay, and how is that in Spanish? Oh, buenas tardes, replied Carlos. Okay, so here we have 3 simple greetings. Let's practice. Ahoy. Please repeat after me. Ahoy. Dobrý deň. Dobrý večer. So, if you have noticed the pattern, dobrý is in both of these, and dobrý means good. So now you know several phrases in Slovak. Ahoj, dobrý deň, which means day, and večer, which means evening, late afternoon. Let's continue with some other phrases. Well, if you want to make friends, you should from time to time ask them, how are they doing? So for that, we would say, Ako sa máš? In Slovak, we only put the question mark at the end, the same as in English. Ako sa máš? That means, how are you? And how is it in Spanish? Asked Ana. In Spanish it would be ¿Cómo estás? Great! Well, let's see what we can reply to this. As you already know how to say good from the previous phrases, well, good is dobrý. But to say that you are doing well, you would use not the adjective, but the adverb, which is dobre. Super simple, right? Let's use some other color. Dobre. Ako sa máš? Dobre. Well, you can also be doing so-so. So you would say, in that case, ujde to. Not so excitedly, so you wouldn't use an exclamation mark. And how to say this in Spanish? Ujde to. You would say, más o menos. Ahí, ahí. And if you're really, truly not doing well, which I hope you never do, but it happens in life, we get sick, we have some bad days. In that case, you would say zle, without any marks, just a dot. Zle. Ako sa máš? Zle. Zomrela mi mačka. My cat just died. And how do you say this in Spanish? Mal, terrible, pésimo. Se me murió el gato. Well, and if we want to make dobre or zle a bit stronger, like very bad, very good, instead we would use veľmi before the phrase. Veľmi dobre, veľmi zle. And in Spanish that would be muy bien, muy mal. And now you can repeat after me. Ako sa máš? Dobre. Veľmi dobre. Zle. Veľmi zle. And if you want to say so-so, ujde to. Not good, not bad. When we are leaving someone behind, we would say goodbye, right? So, how do you say that in Slovak? It's very easy. It's like in Italian or in Spanish. You would say ciao. Or you can also say ahoj as goodbye, it doesn't matter. Or you can also say ciao as hello. I don't know, Slovak is confusing. You can say ahoj as both hello and goodbye. So sometimes, like, you just don't know if two people have just met or they are like leaving from each other. You get me? It's hard. It's a confusing language. Okay, anyways. Ciao, you would say between friends or like people your age. And if you want to say it in a more mature way, in a more formal context, you would use dovidenia, which means until seeing each other. Yeah. Till next time, let's say. And how do you say this in Spanish? Ciao, ciao, adios, hasta luego. Dovidenia, that would be hasta la próxima, hasta luego. So yeah, that was our first mini lesson of Slovak language. Wow, that was a whole new lot of words to learn, said Carlos, the driver. Well, anyways, I'm in for some more. Can I learn also some phrases in Dutch? And well, Tom said, no problem. Okay, let's start with how to say hi in Dutch. In Dutch you would say hoi. Hoi. And in Spanish that would be hola. Now let's learn how to say how are you. Who? How are you? You would say hoe gaat het, and that is that could be translated as how is it going? Hoe gaat het? Hoe gaat het? And well, normally people don't like to explain their trouble, so they would usually say, ja, goed. Goed. Met jou? Good. And how are you doing? So, hoe gaat het? In Spanish, ¿cómo estás? Goed, met jou? Bien, ¿y tú? But that doesn't happen every day that we are doing that well. So, sometimes we can say, het gaat. Het gaat. It goes. Más o menos. Or you can say niet goed. But well, there are some days when stuff is not going that great, so we would say niet goed. Mijn fiets is kapot. That means not well. My bike is broken. Nada bien. Mi bici está rota. And now let's repeat. Hoe gaat het? Goed, met jou? Het gaat niet goed. To finalize our today's lesson, let's learn how to say goodbye in Dutch. How do we say that? Well, it's really funny. It's just like one syllable, which is doei. And if you will come to the Netherlands, you will notice that people actually say it in a very high-pitched, excited voice, which makes me think whether they actually do like me or not. But yeah, let's just say it the same way to them. So, doei! And how do we write that? Doei! So this sound is U. Doei! Or if you are in a more formal context, you know, not your friends, but just, you know, your superiors or your teacher, you would say tot ziens. Tot ziens, till next time. And in Spanish, adiós, hasta luego. Well, thank you very much for having watched this video with me. I hope you liked it. I hope you have learned something new. Let me know if it's like too much to have like 3 languages at once. I mean, I think like that you can never know too many languages. I grew up speaking 2 languages, then started learning the 3rd one, English, when I was like in kindergarten. Yeah, then I had to learn Polish and Dutch, and yeah, I had to learn to understand Czech, so for me it comes really naturally, but I know that perhaps it's not the case for every person. But you know, the advantage of videos is that you can watch them and rewatch them as many times as you want, or skip them. And yeah, just well, let me know if you liked it. If that was the case, give me a big like, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, because well, then you can get this amazing content. And wish you all the best and have a great day. Doei!